Marin and Amir, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Tony. Good to be here.
I'm glad you are. I get to talk with both of you about this fantastic series, The Dope Thief. Uh, Marin, talk to me about your character, Mina, and how she fits into all of this.
Well, I guess I'm hoping that you can wait to air some of this stuff that I'm about to say, or bleep it out if you need to for spoiler effects. But when we first meet me, I'm a woman named Christy Lynn who's got a drug problem and living in a house with a bunch of dealers and users. And then after a horrible shootout occurs, it is revealed that I've been undercover with the DEA, and that's where this guy comes into play. But
Yeah.
and then I'm sort of struggling to be allowed to stay on the case. So I'm sort of stuck in a little bit of purgatory for a while I get back into my fighting form and hunt down Ray.
What an interesting character to play. And Amir, uh, talk to me a little bit about your guy and how he fits in.
It's a fun reveal. I think of Mina, I think of Brian, Manny, and Mina as sort of the three main arcs in the show, like the real arc. And so it was, but we all have arcs. So I felt like it's not exactly right, but in service of, I felt like I was one of the obstacle, or one of the main obstacles for her character, and I wanted to be sort of a worthy opponent. But at the same time, I didn't. I knew both. I knew both as a reader of the scripts, as an audience of the scripts, and as a character that she's onto something. And so I had to weigh the balance and also want to be the voice of reason and logic. So it's fun. I imagine it's being really fun, being on drugs and losing your voice and having this fight. And so it was actually really fun and different to find the fun in being the no man, not the yes man. And it was cool. And it was I must say, it was very fun to play opposite Marin. And the scenes were always full. And what I discovered in the series is the few moments we agreed were actually or almost agreed, were a fun reprieve that I was always sort of aware of, what I have to do and what I have to. And then Peter was always feeding me. Peter, our writer-director as well, was always sort of feeding me information about the DEA that they have to deal with, about budgets, budget cuts, who he has to answer to, things like that were sort of not on the page, which are really enriching. It's fun as an actor to have sort of secrets and things that you have to play that nobody knows. Yeah.
Marin, talk to me a little bit about what you think audiences will take away from watching the series.
This show has so much to offer people in it. It's funny, it's moving, it's about grief, it's about abuse, it's also about family and all these things. So I in a way, I think they'll bring to it, they'll take from it whatever they bring to it, whatever it reflects back about them.
As I leave, I'm going to get the rap sign any minute. But I loved you in The Blacklist. Wow, what a great character that was. And
Thank you.
Marin, Sneaky Pete, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you both for your time
Thank you.
allowing me to kill your name.
You were the
Oh.
best. You resurrected her at the end. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Bye bye.